Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here. Sorry with the late uploads today, but we're going to be hopping on the RU ladder like we were supposed to yesterday with Raikou. Raikou is the only Pokemon that has dropped down with this month's tier shifts because I believe they dropped quick rises in an attempt to stop to the top. It's actually crazy. It's been almost a year since Ambipom to the top. That started January 1st and we're at December 13th already. That's insane. Maybe we'll have a little anniversary. Anyway, we're gonna be hopping on the RU ladder with Raikou. As far as my thoughts on Raikou, I feel like great speed tier, and honestly has the ability to muscle through a lot of fat. Pokemon like Chestnut, Nidoqueen, or 2-hit KO'd by Extrasensory if it's Specs. But I feel like Calm Mind is the most scary set if you are gonna use a set for Raikou. I don't know. I haven't really tried it out too much, but I'm obviously going to be doing that with this episode. By the way, for some reason I made a really stupid decision saying that on my birthday of this year, which is December 19th, I'll be uploading 24 videos, one every hour. That was like a joke thing, and then I guess somebody remembered. So now I'm gonna do that. So expect 24 videos on the day of my birthday. And yeah, let's get into. They're not all gonna be 30-minute Showdown lives. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't. No, there'll be little fun videos. There'll be obviously some serious videos. You'll probably get a road to rank. You'll probably get a whatever. Get a few Wi-Fi battles. But yeah, let's get into the team real quick, and then we'll get into Showdown live. All right, so let's talk about the team. So Raikou is, like I said, allowed in the tier. Meat Grinder made this team. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I have a bunch of intricate EV spreads that I am not entirely sure what their purpose is, but I'm sure they are there for a purpose. But first one on the team we have is Sub Protect Raikou. Now I am a big fan of this, considering Raikou does have pressure, and Sub plus Protect is basically 2 pressure turns on your opponent. They're losing 4 PP if they opt to attack. You guys already know about Suicune. And with Thunderbolt plus HP Ice, I guess in a sense with the T-Spikes that Dragalge does provide, Raikou doesn't really need to start combining up to be an offensive threat. Obviously, Combine Raikou can be, very threatening, but Protect is also pretty cool too because it not only getting that little bit of extra damage off on your opponent with T-Spikes, but that could be the difference between living like a neutral hit or like 2 Moonblasts or Psyshocks from Gardevoir or anything like that. So I'm a big fan of that. I love self-protect with scouting, and I love the idea that Dragalge gives T-Spikes, allowing Raikou to be that much more of a threat, giving Raikou a way of beating opposing Raikou, because obviously outside of that, Combine Raikou can beat this self-protect Raikou, even if I do end up pressure stalling a ton of it. But Timid Max Speed. Dragalge is, again, that T-Spiker. I think the speed is for Rhyperior. I know the Blade as well. Oh no, the Blade is UU. Blade is EU. The Blade ain't down here anymore. That's no, the Blade is RU. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I'm mixing up with Boras. But Dragalge is a Raikou check. Dragonium Z, when I drop a Draco, it's incredibly hard with adaptability. Obviously the T-Spiker, Sludge Wave is there. Chestnut and whatnot. Hidden Power Fire. Good way of hitting the Blade. Hits Bronzong for a little bit of chip damage as well. And I guess the rare Pharaoh Seed too, if someone wants to run that. Interesting, but it is our T-Spiker, which provides really nice support for the Sub Protect Raikou. Bronzong is our Stealth Rocker. This is our checks to Gardevoir, our Special Wall, something that can Toxic plus protect Blastoise. Blastoise is definitely a problem, but with Raikou, we're actually pretty nice versus that. It's a ground immunity as well, something that Raikou and Dragalge both struggle with. And this is honestly the standard Bronzong set that we've seen for a while now, but Stealth Rock, Toxic, Psywave, and Protect. Psywave is there because it's doing 50 to 150 damage, allowing you to actually break through Pokemon that Bronzong has no other means to break through, being like Mega Steelix. Earthquake does nothing to Mega Steelix, whereas Psywave can potentially 3-hit KO, whereas Earthquake is like a 5-hit KO, I want to say, on a support Bronzong, maybe even 6-hit KO on Steelix, but giving us a nice special wall. Chestnut is our Spiker, provides us a water answer too. This thing is a nice Milotic check. As you can see, we have enough speed for Milotic. Likewise, Jellicent is there too. Spikes plus Taunt, we prevent default, prevent recovery. Rocky Helmet is nice for the chip damage on physical attackers. Something like Flygon could be a little bit annoying. Beware could be a little bit annoying. Tyrantrum as well. So Rocky Helmet's really nice for that, and obviously we have Synthesis for a little bit of recovery. Choice Band Zygarde is the next member and really does appreciate the spikes. T-Spike and Stealth Rock support on the team. Zygarde's one of those Pokemon that just can break through a lot. If your name isn't Mana Buzz, which barely is an answer because a lot of people are running Spadef Mana Buzz due to Mega Blastoise being in the tier. Honestly, Mega Blastoise is my biggest problem with RU right now, but I'm sure they'll find some way, or there'll be some type of test for it. But then again, SBL is right around the corner, and Blastoise still hasn't been tested, so I don't know. It's one of my bigger issues with the tier. But Adamant Choice Band just hits incredibly hard. That's the difference between 2 KOing Mana Buzz and whatnot. Choice Band Outrage. And then we have Earthquake, obviously, as a stronger stab than 1,000 Arrows. When 1,000 Arrows isn't necessary, and Extreme Speed for priority. Last but not least, we have a Spin Blocker and Jellicent, but more so a Spin Blocker, but more so a Water Resist for the team / immunity. Cobra Berries can be pretty nice for potentially Swords Dance or Dragon Dance Gator, or just for Dark type attacks in general, allowing me to get off a Will-O-Wisp. Provides us with some nice defensive backbone right here with Taunt, Wisp, Recover, and Scald. Stall Breaker alongside Chestnut. And yeah, that's the team for today. So honestly, let's just get right into the battles. I'm pretty excited to see how Raikou plus T-Spikes work. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But yeah, let's get right into the games. Alright guys, so we have our first game. Now, immediately what I realize is my opponent has 2 Rapid Spinners, a potential Defogger in what I'm assuming is going to be Spec Swallow, and a Toxic Spikes Absorber. So I don't know how much work my Raikou is actually going to put in, especially with Togedemaru being there. However, I do think that Jigaugi is going to absolutely destroy my opponent. That is a fact, in my opinion. Another Mon that I really like is Chestnut, especially as a lead. I think that's fantastic. I'm very worried about Salazzle though, but with Jellicent plus Jigaugi, I should be okay. So I'm gonna lead Chestnut. Now, as far as winning this game goes, I think that I can make it come down to me clicking 1,000 Arrows / Extreme Speed with Zygarde. Obviously, Serena's ability will be able to stop that, but everything else is pretty frail. Swallow after rocks, Salazzle after rocks, Hitmonlee after a little bit of chip damage, maybe from Rocky Helmet, which Chestnut should get on Hitmonlee. Zygarde should be able to pick off everything. But also, when I click 1,000 Arrows with this Pokemon, it gets a KO too. Like, Serena's very easy to wear down with this, and with this, and this. So, we're going to make it come down to hopefully a Zygarde mini sweep at the end, or just Chestnut and Jellicent annoying the hell out of my opponent's team, with Bronzong checking hits from Swallow. So, we'll lead off with Chestnut. I don't really care about Sticky Web, which is what I'm assuming my opponent's opting to lead off with, but I will taunt them, just in case. This also will prevent Araquanid from going for Toxic. My opponent could very well go for the Magic Coat. Would be a very nice play, but I'm assuming this is Sash lead, and while that is a very, very, very solid play in my opinion, like a very solid play, it also means I get the damage on Araquanid that I need for Extreme Speed for later, as he ends up going for Lunge over anything else. Now that does lower my attack. It is leftovers on Araquanid. Taunt ends not soon enough. Do I want Jigaugi to be weakened? I think Jigaugi's fine. My opponent would probably get up a Sticky Web, but I can't do anything about that anyway, and they go for Leech Life here. Lunge was actually a pretty good play because I couldn't knock him out with the next one. So, no real switchings to my Devastating Drake. I'm just going to click it. If Togedemaru came in, that's one of the Raikou answers gone. I also don't know how my opponent is gonna like actually knock this thing out. I'm assuming maybe Boom Burst from Swallow, but if I get rid of that, that's fantastic for my Chestnut. But go Serena, and I mean this is really important too because this is the only other thing that can actually take Extreme Speed. Obviously Togedemaru, but also the other thing that can take 1,000 Arrows. So I'll definitely Sludge Wave this. I just went for. It took me like 10 minutes to find the game, and this doesn't look like the highest level game. I'm really upset about that too. I'm only in the 1500s. Hitmonlee comes out. Earthquake? I think this is the only reason why I have Chestnut, whereas Jigaugi can still tank one hit from Salazzle as well as potentially Togedemaru. So I'm going to Synthesis here as he ends up going for the crit Blaze Kick, and prior to that he ended up going for Endure, so we're pretty sure he's like Endure, Lychee type berry. Yeah, I'm just going to attempt to Synthesis stall out a bit. Would a Spike matter in terms of Togedemaru putting in work? I think Synthesis is always my best play. Goes for the knockoff there. So I don't think a Spike will matter in terms of Togedemaru. I'm going to knock him out with Woodhammer here as he goes Salazzle. Now this is very important because again, Extreme Speed damage, especially if the Salazzle is not sub-toxic, which it doesn't look like I feel like I can just go right onto Galgi, take a hit. I'm keeping my Jellicent healthy because Jellicent can eat one hit from Swellow, as well as even a hit from Togedemaru and Hitmonlee due to its Color Berry. So it's better for me to go Dragalge here, as he does plot up. I think the only attack that can knock me out is either HP Ice if it's Life Orb, or it would have to be Life Orb HP Ice, or it'd have to be Poisonium Z. But I don't even think Poisonium Z will knock me out either. Dude, this is adaptability from Dragalge, man. Salazzle does not have any bulk. Yeah, he's really underestimating my sets here. Maybe I can make it come down to Raikou. Swellow comes out. I'll get a T-Spike, just in case it is a Protect. It's actually Z Swellow. Ooh, that's very... Ooh. Yo, that's clean. That is clean. Wait, I can't tell if it's special or physical. Hold up. I'm gonna Toxic here. I'm gonna Toxic. Now, what bro, don't U-turn after doing that? Come on, man. Do not U-turn after doing that. That was such a cool move. I just got Devastating Drake. What just happened? So basically, by going Bronzong and protecting, even if it was Guts physical, Toxic into Protect, into potentially sacking Chestnut there. Maybe not even Chestnut, maybe just Raikou, because I think Chestnut had more use in the sense that if it's a non-Wish Togedemaru, I just click Woodhammer and then put it in range of Extreme Speed in case of Swellow, or Togedemaru actually loses 1v1 to Chestnut unless it flinches me to death. So my opponent ended up forfeiting there though. We'll look for another game. I'm gonna pause it, guys, until we find one. Be right back. Alright, guys, so kind of like the last game, but Defogger in the Raikou. I very much like my Raikou with T-Spike up, but of course they have Salazzle, they have Gligar, they have quite a few threats. So I think the best lead that actually gives me a good situation versus Gligar / Reggie is Chestnut, as Chestnut can just spike up. However, that does give me a bad lead matchup versus potentially the Goodra. But maybe Bronzong is a better lead because I don't really care too much about Stealth Rock. And if I get my opponent's Stealth Rock rather, I can't stop that anyway. I don't have Defog, and that's prone to happen. So maybe if I can lead off a Bronzong, get up my rocks versus Registeel early, or Gligar early, as opposed to leading off with Chestnut and taunting. This will put Salazzle in range of Extreme Speed, and this will help wear down the Gator as well, especially here because I just go for Sidewave spam now. I go for Sidewave spam at this point. I don't think that my Bronzong has the most use, though. I mean, this combined with Protect is really nice too. I have to be very, very, very careful about that Gator. I have to be very careful about that Gator. Is it worth going Chestnut here? It's not. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not getting very much damage off on this Registeel, but I think Goodra is still very problematic. I'm not going to switch on potential Toxic into my Chestnut, though. Chestnut's very good. Especially because with Spike and Stealth Rock, like, look at his Chestnut. Look at his Zygarde switch-ins. Protect here. He took too tall. I'm going to get Toxic now, aren't I? Okay, nice. So we're going to taunt here. The reason I'm taunting is because I don't want to allow him to obviously go for Toxic. If I'm going towards a Zygarde endgame with Extreme Speed, or even 1000 Arrow spamming, this is just my best play, especially because he goes Gligar himself. So I'm going to be able to get up a Spike here, which is going to be really nice for Reggie, as Goodra is going to come out, and this is high-key a threat. Very high-key a threat. Is Gligar 2 KO by 1000 Arrows, though? Zygarde, 10%. Just want to make sure. Gligar, are you defensive utility? Outrage can 2 KO Gligar. We're sack Bronzong here. If he goes Gligar, I get on my rocks again anyway. As he clicks Flamethrower and knocks me out, this will give me Zygarde. Now, I am going to click Choice Band Outrage because Gligar is 2 KO'd by it, but the important part is I force Gligar to go out and hopefully bring in Registeel after. I'm going to click that Choice Band Outrage. Like I said, it does 2 KO Gligar here. He might expect a devastating Drake though, now that I think about it. But if he is fully Fizz-Def Gligar, this is still my better play. Like I said, Gligar is 2 KO'd, and if Gligar comes in, takes a Stealth Rock and the Outrage, later I can click 1000 Arrows and KO everything, so. Also, getting rid of Goodra opens up a door for Raikou. So it actually makes Raikou a Pokemon that isn't a threat, a giant threat. Let me see something though. What is the Goodra calc? This is not its set, but 1,000 arrows, the 8490. I'm clicking outrage. Yeah, Reg still could be annoying. But I think outrage guarantees me the most out of the turn. Like 1,000 arrows can knock this thing out, depending on his EV spread. Alright, gives me Gudra. I'm okay with that. Again, that opens up that door for my Raikou quite a bit. Otherwise, it wouldn't have really done too well versus him. And if he wants to go Gligar and Defog, then I'll get off Outrage, which will guarantee 2 KO Gligar after the 2 rock switch-ins. And I still have my Spiker alive, so while my opponent can potentially get rid of it, I mean, I guess he could technically go Gallade too if it is Scarf and not anything else, and Revenge kill me. But I think it's worth it, especially because Raikou is fantastic now. At Team Preview, it wasn't fantastic, but with Gudra going down, now it becomes fantastic. And I'm still alright versus Gator, considering I have a Cobra Berry on Jellicent. And I'm still alright versus Salazzle, considering I have Jigalgi. So as long as I have those 2 alive, even if I get Revenge killed right now by what I'm anticipating to be a Choice Scarf Gallade, I should be alright. Yep. That is Scarf Gallade. All we do is taunt here. Taunt is my best play. Prevents Gligar from coming in and defogging. Lets me Scald after. Gets rid of my Cobra Berry, which obviously makes the Gator a problem, but Gligar now dies to HP Ice. Yeah, Gligar now dies to HP Ice. Gator might be able to knock me out, but... And if he goes Reggie, it doesn't really matter because I taunt that thing too. So taunt was by far my best play. And now my opponent cannot get rid of my hazards. However, obviously Gator can come out. I have to Will-O-Wisp here. I will lose the game if I do not Will-O-Wisp here. Okay, we can get in Raikou now. Just Thunderbolt. The biggest threat to my team. Fantastic. I don't think I will lose to the Registeel. Maybe the Gallade. I mean, at this point, I just Thunderbolt spam, and then I get in my Chestnut. Oh, maybe I can lose. Oh, I can lose to Gallade if it has Zen Headbutt. Thank you. Ideally, though, it's Close Combat, Ice Punch, Trick, and something else. Kinda. Toxics. Gonna Thunderbolt again. Gonna Thunderbolt again. Gonna Protect here. How many more Seismic Tosses does he have? 18. Well, why are you like trying to 1v1 with this? Because I guess it comes down to the Gallade set. I need this thing to go down actually, but it comes down to the Gallade set. I might just lose to that thing. Maybe Outrage was a little bit premature. Maybe I should just click Earthquake and like give it my opponent. All right, so that was my mistake potentially. I mean, Protect is the best play. There's. Do I even gather enough? I get 32 from leftovers. Yeah, I'm good. Yep, so I'm out of range of that. Okay. Gonna go for the Synthesis here. Spike up on his Protect. And then taunt him and force him to attack me. Maybe taunting first would have worked. I don't know what the best way to win this is. Does Sludge Wave do 34%? I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose the Ice Punch from Gallade. Unless I live it. Yeah, I might have messed up versus Gallade. I think Earthquake might have been better versus Gudra, so that was my bad. Good game, bro. Well played. Good game. I didn't even think about Zen Headbutt either. Like, I talked about it. Thank you, man. Alright, so, go and look for another one. So that was my fault. A little bit of a mess up there. So I think instead of, well, I kind of had to sack. I had to sack Jellison versus the Gator, because if he clicked Dragon Dance, I lost at that point too. Chestnut was at 63%. So maybe that play, instead of sacking Jellison, though I felt the need I had to because I could have lost either way, was going Chestnut. So that was my bad. Sacking Chestnut, allowing him to knock me out, keeping Jellison alive because I can taunt, recover, and it also beats Salazo and it can beat delayed. So again, my fault, and we move on and learn from it. Super cool team. Very scary. I love Dragalge's ability to just weaken everything. I'm gonna lead Dragalge. He doesn't have a T-Spike Absorber either. Leads off with Flygon. We're gonna see if it's Choice Scarf by going Chestnut. Getting off a little bit of chip damage, you know. HPI's guaranteed KOing, put it in range of extreme speed and whatnot. So this is pretty cool. He actually struggles with Chestnut quite a bit. But then again, he has this Pokemon called Blastoise, which is ridiculous how this mon is beating me. But we'll go Bronzong here, and on the expected Ice Beam, he could Dark Pulse. Yo, how'd I know? How'd I know? I can't even switch now. I needed this. Okay, okay, don't get flinched. Don't miss either. Ah! I know he's going to get a 55% too. Yeah, because Pokemon. Nice. Nice. So, I'm going to double out to Dragalge. That was such a terrible turn for me. I'm going to expect him to go Umbreon or Escavalier. That works too. We're going to get up a T-Spike here. And basically just attempt to wear down everything to the point of Raikou. I don't think he Toxic there, and I feel like I had to make this play, and then we can taunt. Perfect. Alright, so Willow as he goes Flygon. Fantastic if you want to defog. Oh, really, dude? Really now? That is absolutely fantastic. Bro, I can't catch a break here. I'm gonna actually have to use your Dragalge to get rid of Blastoise here too. Like, I cannot catch a break. Don't get frozen again. Thank you. Give me the biggest threat to your team. Okay, to my team rather. Not actually the biggest threat, because the dude still has Virizion and whatnot. Go ahead. As much as I like T-Spike, and it's very good, I have to keep Chestnut alive because it can taunt beat 3 Pokemon. So I'm going to sack my Dragalge to what I'm expecting to be a close combat. That's fine too. Flygon is burnt. Does Adamant Extreme Speed knock you out? Nope. It's alright though, we have Raikou here to try and do something. Fantastic. Alright Raikou, do your thing, buddy. Weaken everything to the point of me just clicking 1,000 arrows. Ah, that's some big damage, hold up. Let me go ahead and sub again on the burnt Flygon. And HP Ice this thing too. Oh, things are looking hella good for 1,000 arrows now. What's your play, my friend? I'm Raikou. Get a little bit more damage off on you. You know what? You can go ahead and give me this Virizion too. There we go. Foul play. I have 157 attack. Is that breaking my sub? It unfortunately is. Camera's toxic though. Hold up. They protect right now. I don't think he would Toxic there. I mean, even though he actually had no reason not to. But we'll taunt here, because that way you can't do crap. I'm going to get up all my hazards. I'm going to beat your entire team 1v1. With this and with 1,000 arrows. I think Raikou did his job. I think Raikou did his job, though. That choice band, 1,000 arrows. Get rid of Escavalier. Sorry, I'm getting texted. Get rid of Escavalier there. Umbreon's going to come in. We're going to go Chestnut. We're going to taunt. Get in Jellicent. You can catch it too, bro. You can catch these hands. That's fine. Always go back out Chestnut. Boy, everything can catch these hands. What's the point of doubling? I'm fast. Bro, doubling in on spikes is not a play. Yeah, nice. Alright, awesome. So we'll pause it real quick, guys, until I find another battle. Be right back. Alright, guys, so we have another game now. T-Spike is beautiful in this, for sure. I'm actually pretty weak to Arcanine. I think T-Spike plus Raikou is fantastic, though. Especially because he has a hard time spinning and doesn't have anything else. Unfortunately, though, I do think as well that the Necrozma is going to be a little problematic. We're going to lead off with Bronzong. Hazards are just going to be key for Raikou winning, so I want to start off with Rocks. It also gives me a decent matchup versus something like the, I was going to say the Necrozma, but leads off with Machamp. I don't want him knocking me off. Yeah, I need to save this thing for Necrozma. Huh. I still think my Rocky Helmet might... No, I'm going to go Chestnut. I don't think my Rocky Helmet is going to be as useful. I was thinking about the same way I was able to wear down the Virizion in the last one. Ooh, I am faster than Adam and Machamp. I'm going to knock him out right here. Wood Hammer. Or is a Spike better for me? I'm faster than this. Yeah, I'm going to knock him out. This thing is a giant threat. Unfortunately, I don't get a Spike, but I'm able to knock out one of the bigger threats to the team, in my opinion. This should give me a switch into my Zygarde, because if I'm him, I go out to something that deals with Bronzong. So I would think that Arcanine might come out. That's what I would do. Unfortunately, I don't get a Spike up, but I think Rocks are more important. They actually hit his team incredibly hard. But he ends up going out into Blastoise. We're going to use the Bronzong pivot again. As he Dark Pulse is raw, and he's modest too. Ah, man, this is it. So this Pokemon I don't think should be RU ever at all. Period. I don't have a choice but to go Raikou. Like the game plan is being ruined because this Pokemon is good. Like, period. So now it's getting flipped over to Zygarde winning me the game. As he goes hard Virizion. Are you Calm Mind? I still think a T-Spike is going to be worth it versus this thing, but now it gets a little bit harder. Like, if it's SD, okay. If it's SD, it's probably going to Z me. So I'm going to go Dragalge on his SD and then Scout Bronzong as he goes for close combat. Okay, that's fine. We're going to get up a T-Spike here. Please don't be Shattered Psyche. Then head above Virizion. I need a T-Spike up in this game. Please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're getting Bronzong here and we'll click Toxic. That T-Spike is going to be really nice for Virizion wearing it down. Again, if this is Curse Rest Talk Lax, then it shouldn't be able to beat my Jellicent. But if it's the Curse Recycle variant, it might beat me down. It also could be Choice Band, just based on, or even Assault Vest, just based on his team composition. Because it just looks like he's just put on offense. So I kind of regret not getting at that Spike, but at the same time, I think that dealing with Machamp made a lot of sense, especially because my options were very limited. Hey, dude. Hey. Hey. Why you say hey turn 9? You're recording? Find out. What's up? What's up? Yes, I am. Okay. Sorry, there's like some stuff going on. What? Oh, that's my boy. JB. I thought it was a Jabinator. So, maybe it's banded and we'll click Crunch here. I'm very weak to that Necrozma, man. Like, the way I win this, I wish I was Jolly Choice Band Zygarde, because if that was the case, I kind of just won with setting up from there. Actually, Jellicent might make a little bit more sense than going hard Bronzong if it's banded. Let's hope we get to 1,000 likes. My man. My man. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jellicent just in case. As he goes for Quake. I'll go Bronzong. Now, the reason I'm going Bronzong is because I feel like Necrozma is a pretty decent switch in here. I might just lose to this Snorlax, but I don't think he'll let me Will-O-Wisp you. He curses up. Curses up instantly as Earthquakes out, which means that Bronzong is guaranteed to outspeed. I mean, Bronzong was a couple points faster anyway, so I was always guaranteed to outspeed. But now I'll go for Toxic. If he's Curse Recycle, this is fine. Yeah, now I'm gonna keep my Bronzong alive for sure, just because of all this. So I gotta keep Jellicent alive, gotta keep Bronzong alive. Want to keep my T-Spike up too, if possible. Though I will go out into my yeah, Raikou's necessary. I click Thunderbolt and I get a KO. So I will always go Dragalge here. As he Ice Beams. Do you guys think he'll Rapid Spin here? I feel like he will. I'm gonna make the Jellicent play. This was still worth it. This was still worth it. Because I had to keep that T-Spike up. I have to keep that T-Spike up. So I'm gonna sack Dragalge. Please don't Rapid Spin though. Good. Worth it, worth it, worth it. For sure worth it. Jellicent is necessary in beating Snorlax. Bronzong actually gives me a switch into Virizion. So that was for sure worth it. Yeah, Jellicent should be able to beat Lax, I think. It also makes me not lose to an Extreme Speed Banded Arcanine. So I think that was worth it. Like I couldn't risk him knocking me out there. Yo, Raikou is strong. Don't show me leftovers. Hey, that's big Raikou. Do not get a 41%. That is no roll. There we go. So no potential rocks, and Raikou gets a little bit of recovery here too, which is very nice. Very, very nice. If he goes out into Virizion, which is Lum, of course. I'll go Bronzong on the close combat, and I click Psywave. Psywave is the only thing that guarantees damage. Like, it's the only move that I can go for that guarantees damage if he doesn't go for another CC. We're gonna HP Ice here. Basically, if he stays in, HP Ice puts it in range of Dog, because at this point, or at least I shouldn't die. I don't think I'll die to CC, right? It's Lumberry, so it's not Z. I'm gonna calc this though. I'm not gonna go off my head calcs. I'm pretty positive I'll live a close combat. Yes. Okay, so HP Ice is my best play. Because if I force the damage on him, this is really good. And you know what? I might as well get a little bit more percent, because you can't Rapid Spin on a Protect anyway. Why not? So go ahead and give me this Blastoise to get a little bit more. I now have that T-Spike up, which will allow more subs. Perfect. And I'm going to be able to just Thunderbolt here. Obviously, Snorlax can come out and be a gigantic problem. I'm forced to go hard Jellicent and recover. If he doesn't go Snorlax, what if he goes Arcanine? I can't lose my Jellicent because it's the only thing allowing me to beat Snorlax. Well, I mean, if my opponent loses Virizion, I can lose Jellicent because then I can just Outrage with Dog. So yeah, we're going to go hard Jellicent here. Hard Jellicent. As he starts cursing up. We're going to taunt you. So ideally you can't knock me out. Nice. He'll probably go Virizion here. I'm going to assume, but nope. Okay, so I get up to a good amount of HP, and Snorlax is in range of Outrage now. It looks like it's Iapopablax too, which is annoying. For sure. We always taunt though. No matter what. Preventing SD, preventing everything. Like, he will get his Iapopberry if anything, but yep, there's the Papa. He wasn't able to recycle, or he won't be able to recycle it though, which is really nice. Yep, there's Virizion. I'm going to go hard into Raikou. I can't let you damage Dog because Dog wins. Protect makes just a lot of sense here. I'm assuming I do like 20% with HP Ice, I'll be honest. But we want to make sure this Virizion is low. Also, Snorlax is probably going to go for Recycle if it comes in. I mean, I sub anyway. Yeah, we're trying to get rid of this Pokemon. This is worth it right now. Not sure why my opponent's sacking this and then trying to go... What, are you trying to go with Snorlax after? Like, why... I mean, Raikou put in work, which I'm happy about, but I'm not sure why you wouldn't go hard Snorlax and try and beat me with that. Because I always go Jellicent here and just taunt. Always go Jellicent and taunt. Jellicent will beat Snorlax 1v1 and they may just be able to beat Arcanine 1v1 too. I won't stay on an Arcanine because I don't want to go down to Giveaway Havoc. I don't want to go down to Banded Wild Charge, all that. He gave me HP on Raikou too. I wonder if that's necessary. Yeah, I think I'll live a Wild Charge too, even if it's Banded. It is Intimidate as well. That's important to know. Alright, so we sack Raikou here. We're going to be able to get out our dog and just click Choice Band Earthquake. As he knocks me out with Flare Blitz, yep. Just go right to dog. Click Adamant, Choice Band Earthquake. Why was I saying 1,000 Arrows when Choice Band Earthquake is so much stronger? Alright, and with this thing going down, all I gotta do is go out into my Jellicent. I taunt Snorlax, allowing it, not enabling it to do anything. Earthquake cannot knock me out, ever. Taunt Lax, can't do crap. There was no point in attacking there because he was able to recycle at a point. And basically, we just stall him out of 10 more Earthquakes. 30%. Taunt him. Can't let him get a berry. 9 more Earthquakes. He can't kill me with an Earthquake crit. Oh, I'm dumb. What did I do? I just messed up here. I didn't realize taunt didn't end. I'm sorry. I saw like a whole bunch of things. My bad. Even if he curses again, that doesn't matter. Recover's still my best play. At that point, a crit can actually knock me out. So that sucks. I messed up there, but... yeah, that misclick kind of hurt. Got a little skull damage off too. Nice little recovery. Goes for Facade. That does not matter at all. Ah, no more berry for you. And then my boy Zygarde will come through anyway. So, I mean, ideally I don't get crit here, but I think Zygarde will be able to knock you out with Choice Band, Adamant Outrage at 29% anyway. I always go for taunt. Big Jelly coming through. Ah, not bad. Okay, so this is why I said T-Spike were going to be very crucial in this game. Good game. T-Spike were going to be very crucial in this game. And that's why I let Jellicent take that Dark Pulse, because had he spun on Dragalge and I didn't get T-Spike up, it would have been a lot harder to deal with Virizion. It would have been a lot harder to deal with Arcanine. Necrozma would not have been 2-hit KO'd by Thunderbolt from Raikou. So yeah, that was a very fun one. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Should be having a Wi-Fi battle up later today too. Just trying to decide what Pokemon I want to use. I'm actually debating using Mewtwo because I'm tired of fighting these Mewtwo's online. I'm going to show them what a real Mewtwo can do. But if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know your thoughts on Raikou. Goodbye, my friends.